why Thursday's announcement is so important. I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. I know in this video, I do want to talk about the all-important announcement coming out on Thursday morning, which will directly impact all the beneficiaries that we often talk about right here on the channel, those people receiving benefits administered by the Social Security Administration, which encompasses about 70 million beneficiaries. Now, recently I've been out with some other videos and I've seen some comments coming in down below in the comment section from some of you here in the community asking, why is this announcement so important and why do we care about this? What does it mean for us and our monthly benefit, our money, which is a really good question and exactly what I want to focus on here in the video. Let's get right into it. Really fast before we do, thanks so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe right down below the video. It's totally free to do so and I'm here for you right by your side every single day to help you out in any way that I possibly can, to keep you informed of what is actually going on and continuously advocating on your behalf as things are changing very rapidly right now. It's a very confusing time, and again, I want to keep you updated and point out anything out there right now you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, including money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus, anything like that's popping up. Of course, I want to bring it to your attention right away. So again, please subscribe down below. Let's get into it and talk about what is going on Thursday morning. Why is this announcement important and why do we really care about it? Great questions. And again, I've seen this coming up a few times recently in other videos. Let me break down the details for you. Yes, this does directly relate to millions upon millions of beneficiaries. Like I said, 70 million people that will be impacted by this announcement. Now again, this is not one and only, okay? This is one of a few different announcements that we are waiting for, but this is the first that'll bring in the tallies here, and this is actually a pretty good one, okay? So this is good stuff here. What is coming out on Thursday morning is the inflation report. Now, every single month, we do get one inflation report. It generally comes out around the middle of the month, give or take a few days, but generally around the middle of the month, the inflation report comes out for the previous month, okay? Okay, why do we care? What does this mean for us? Other than the fact that prices are still rising, even though they continue to tell us, oh, don't worry, everybody, prices are going down and all is good for everybody. Really? Is that really the case? Again, not really, right? We're going to see the same old thing that we've seen all the time, which is whatever the number comes in at, we'll see all these people coming out telling us, oh, prices have gone down. It's a lot easier to live these days, with prices going down so much. I'm not sure where they're living, but that's not the case for the vast majority of people, especially fixed income beneficiaries. However, let's talk about what we really want to pay attention to within this report. The number that we want to look at within this report is the CPIW, the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. That is the number we want to watch very closely, okay? Why? Because this is data point number one of 3 data points that we need to gather to determine how much the COLA, otherwise known as the cost of living adjustment or raise to your monthly benefit, is going to be next year in 2024. So the number that we're going to be getting on Thursday morning is the inflation report for the month of July, okay? So that is why, okay? That is the all-important. Now remember, they take the data points from the third quarter of the year, July, August, and September. This is the first of the data points. So you might be wondering, but wait, you said July, right? You're right, I did. Here's the thing. The inflation report is coming out on Thursday for July, okay? So they're always like, 2-ish weeks delayed or so after the end of the last month. They're released usually about in the middle of the following month. Now, obviously, this time it's on the 10th. Not quite in the middle, but, it's obviously kind of close, right? It's getting kind of close to the middle of the month. That's kind of the point. But anyway, this is the inflation report for July. So the number, the key number that we want to watch for here within all the noise within this report is the CPIW, okay? Now, obviously, I will dig through it. I will find the details of that, and I'll bring you the details on that right away once we get that information out on Thursday, okay? Now, this is going to be very important because this is data point number 1 of 3. Now, again, I've said this before in other videos, and let me throw this down there really fast here, which is one data point does not make the official number, okay? However, in another month from now, we'll be getting another data point. And then another month from that, so 2 months from now, we'll be getting another data point. All of these data points will be determined to figure out how much the COLA will be for next year, okay? So this one needs to be kind of a solid number, okay? It's not the final number, but again, at the end of the day, if this doesn't come in as a solid number, then, it's going to be kind of hard to make that up. If this comes as a pretty solid number, then the next couple are also going to be very important But again, the more solid numbers that we can get here as far as, a healthy COLA, that's going to be good stuff, okay? So this is going to be run through the formula. We'll need to take all 3 data points. We run it through the formula, compare it over last year, and then it gives us a number as far as what the COLA will be for 2024, okay? Like I've said before in other videos as well, I want to point this out really fast here. If you have any familiarity, did I pronounce that correctly? I think so. Anyway, if you have any reference to trends, okay, to draw a trend line, can you draw a trend line with 1 data point? No, you can't. The line could go anywhere, right? However, as soon as you get 2 data points, you can draw a trend line and you can predict where it's going to trend again, right? You can predict where that next bounce is going to be, if you kind of get what I mean. When it comes down to looking at charts and stuff like that, when you draw a trend line on 2 data points, then you can predict where the 3rd data point is going to be. My point is, 1 data point, the one we're going to be getting on Thursday morning, is good, but it's not going to be all that predictable, right? However, when we fast forward 1 more month from right now and we get data point number 2, now we can draw the trend line. Boink, boink, we got 2 trend lines. We got 2 data points, 1 trend line. Now we can probably predict with a pretty good degree of accuracy, not perfect, but a pretty high degree of accuracy, where that next data point is going to hit in 2 months. In 2 months from right now, and then it'll give us a very good idea of how much that COLA will be. So even though there will be some estimates, some speculation, things like this, based on the number that comes out on Thursday, it's going to be just that. But when we get the 2nd data point in a month from now, well, then it's going to be okay, now we can really narrow this thing down pretty close, within a few tenths of a percent, and predict very accurately what it's going to be. Now, obviously, we can't predict exactly what it will be, but we can predict very, very close at that point. So anyway, hope that explains it. But again, this is very important because this directly relates to your monthly benefit, your raise to your monthly benefit, okay? Now remember, quick side note, this year, 2023, we got an 8.7% COLA. That was nice. I'm going to tell you this much. It's not going to be 8.7% next year. I can pretty much guarantee it, okay? Not saying that to be a pessimist, not saying that to discourage anybody. I'm saying that because, remember last year, inflation was through the roof. Remember that? It topped out in June at 9.1%. It's crazy. The rest of the year, it trended down a little teeny tiny bit. It went down a little bit. But for the most part, last year, inflation was brutal. It was really bad, right? Inflation is still very high right now, as in prices are still very elevated. Have you bought anything lately? It's very high, right? Prices are still very elevated. They have not come down. The pace of prices increasing has decreased, is not going up as fast. That's why they continue to tell us inflation is going down. No, inflation is not going down. Prices are not going down. Prices are not increasing as fast as they were a year ago. That's what's making the numbers look like prices are depressing. No, they're not. Prices are not going down. They're not rising as fast as they were. That's the difference here. Make sense? So again, you got to read between the lines. When you get these reports like this, you got to read between the lines, because typically the people out there on TV and things like that are not telling you the full story, because they only want to tell you what they want you to hear. You ever been through that before? Yeah, exactly, right? So anyway, so I want to bring this to your attention really quickly here. Of course, I hope this breaks it down, but again, I will be back for you on Thursday. Well, I'll be back for you every day. I'm here for you every single day, have been for the last 3.5 years. If you want to check my track record, feel free to scroll back in the videos. About 4,000 videos here on the channel. You don't just get 4,000 videos one day. Trust me, it takes a long time to make videos, okay? Been doing it for a long time now, and every single day I'm back for you with the latest updates and the things that I find while I'm doing research all day, every single day. And again, you can ask my wife. She's like, Matt has a phone literally glued to his hand, and he's literally looking at stuff all day long, because I do, pretty much all day. Morning until night, I'm looking at stuff, trying to find stuff for you to bring to your attention here in these videos so you can stay posted on what is actually going on and how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account. So again, please subscribe down below. We're getting into a very busy time of the year right now. Between now and the end of the year, it's going to be a lot of stuff coming out. It's a busy, busy time, a lot of announcements hitting the wire, and I'm here for you. So again, subscribe down below. I'll bring you the latest details as they are announced each and every day. And that's just my dedication. I've been doing it for a few years now, and there's no reason to change that. So anyway, enjoy your day. Subscribe down below. Check out the other videos here on the channel, thousands and thousands of them. And of course, share this video with your friends, family, social media, or any others here on the channel. So subscribe, enjoy your day. Have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch you again later.